Today, people are reevaluating their choices on which celebrities they like and who they choose to watch on YouTube because of a lot of stuff that's been coming up lately, and a lot of people have been canceled. And this really got me thinking, what's a good criteria to choose if someone should be canceled, other than being an awful person? Because I think we just really need to find those people who are sneaking under the radar who deserve to be canceled. And I think the only way to figure out who should be canceled is by finding which inanimate object they most closely resemble based off of their vibe and maybe looks, and seeing if that object is something that deserves to still be in the spotlight. So first we have Debbie Ryan, and her vibe just gives off Campbell's soup, but not just any Campbell's soup, vegetarian vegetable. And here's why. In the picture you can see that it's very similar color palette, the lips match the Campbell's red, and her hair matches the soup. But I think there's something more. I think just the soup itself just exudes this energy of like Debbie Ryan. Like, there's no real way to explain it. It's just like Debbie Ryan is Campbell's vegetarian vegetable. Now, there's a reason she's not steak or chicken noodle, is because of Radio Rebel. She is Radio Rebel, if you didn't know by now. Bet you didn't know. Because of also, as well, the color palette, you can see the red matches her shirt, and the hair is the same as the vegetarian vegetable soup. Now, the reason it's not chicken noodle or steak is because of that very reason. The hair matches the soup color. Now, for the reasons I just mentioned, I don't believe Debbie Ryan deserves the hammer of being canceled, because I think Campbell's is such a classic. Everybody loves Campbell's. Who doesn't? It's soup, it's warm, it's comforting on a cold day. And I think Debbie Ryan has the potential to do the same. Now, next up, we have everybody's favorite, Danny Devito. And as you can see, his face for ease of sight. Ease of sight? Does anyone say that? I said it, so deal with it. His face has been plastered onto the weird penguin. I believe he's an emperor penguin from Happy Feet. Now, the reason why is because this is not like a color palette like it was for Debbie Ryan. He just exudes a certain energy of, like a certain chaotic energy, which is like a good one, which very closely resembles the penguin from Happy Feet, which I don't know its name. I just know he's like insane. But I think Danny DeVito brings a lot of joy and kindness to the world. And I think that this penguin does the same. And so they are one in the world of penguins and Danny DeVito. So for those reasons, no, Danny DeVito shall not be canceled. He has passed the test. Now, I don't think I need to go too far into this. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Lil Huddy is the Three Blind Mice. I mean, just this picture is the exact same energy. And the Three Blind Mice shall be canceled, and so shall Lil Huddy. Next up is Timothée Chalamet.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
And ever since I first saw his face, I wanted to go into a pit and die. Because it's just the features do not come together in an attractive way. It's very narrow, comes to a point. The smile is just very eerie and like he's planning something and he doesn't want us to know, because he is the epitome of just pure evil and nastiness. And I think this picture of this ant does him justice. I think it's a very similar energy and look. I think he's just slimy, and if you were near him, you'd probably smell just a little bit of stench. And so for that reason, I believe Timothée Chalamet shall be canceled. I'm sorry. Okay, next up is Kristen Stewart. She's been in the game for a while. I believe she most resembles a pile of paper clips, not just one, not just two, but I think a decent sized pile does her justice. This is less of a aesthetic one. and more of just vibe, and just the energy she gives off is just very much paper clips. Paper clips are just kind of there. They're not outstanding, but they can be helpful in some situations. You can like twist them into little designs. But on the daily, you don't use paper clips. You don't need them, but paper clips don't do anybody harm. I don't think anyone is saying down with paper clips. I think paper clips can be helpful in many situations, but they're not completely needed for everything. So, Kristen Stewart, congratulations, you are not canceled, but you are not at the forefront of the celebrity group of celebrities who are being celebrities as celebrities to bring forth the good news of the world. Adam Sandler is a pile of sawdust, and here's why. Whenever I look at Adam Sandler's face, I just get this kind of uncomfortable feeling, just this feeling of like little tiny like shreds of something are like in my mouth, and it's not a pleasant feeling. It's just his face and his energy and his comedy, I think, need to be taken down. I think it's just something. It's not horrible. It's not the worst that it could be, but it's not great. It's something that is not needed. It's something that nobody really wants. If you have a pile of sawdust, you don't keep that. You just throw that right away. And so, for that reason, Adam Sandler, I am very sorry, but I think he shall be canceled. Now, Chris Evans is, of course, honey mustard. And the reason for him being classified as honey mustard is pretty simple. Honey mustard is, yes, a condiment. There are other condiments out there, and there are other Chris's out there. There are some condiments that many would prefer over this honey mustard. But some people are diehard honey mustard fans. And so I think that this really captures his essence. Because, yeah, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt may have some more fans, may have more followers in some circumstances. But I think there's never anything wrong with enjoying some honey mustard once in a while. For that reason, Chris Evans is not canceled. Congratulations to you, Chris Evans. Okay, Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is Greek vanilla yogurt with whole milk flavored with other natural flavors. Meryl Streep has been in the game for a long time. We all know her. We all love her. And very similar to vanilla Greek yogurt, is a base for a lot of good things to come. Vanilla yogurt is, yes, it's the base. Yes, some consider it plain. Some consider it old news. But it really can be something beautiful. And when you add other little toppings, if you add a little bit granola, if you add a little bit of honey, it just makes it amazing. It makes it immaculate. And honestly, Greek vanilla yogurt will never be old. It'll be around forever. It's not going anywhere, and I think we all need to appreciate it a little bit more. So congratulations, vanilla Greek yogurt and Meryl Streep. Neither of you are canceled. Okay. Yeah, so Billie Eilish is a box, not just one, a whole box of Dino chicken nuggets. Now, Billie Eilish, she could just be a box of normal chicken nuggets. Some could argue that it's just plain chicken nuggets. But I think she has an energy, some might say chaotic energy, but I think it's very much a crackhead energy, but like a very good one that she brings to the table. And she's just out of the box. Her clothes, her style, everything about her. She brings something new to the game. She brings a little bit excitement. Dino Nuggets bring a little bit something more for the kids. The kids love her. The kids love Dino Nuggets. They're one and the same, honestly. So there's no getting around that. And so for that reason, Billie Eilish, you are not canceled. Congratulations. Next up is Courtney Miller. A lot of you will know her from the popular YouTube channel Smosh. Now, Courtney Miller, she is a cup of noodles. Chicken flavored, not beef, because it's plain, but it's got flavor. It's not too plain. Courtney Miller brings seasoning. She does. But there's not really a large amount of spice. But she doesn't ruin anything. Cup of noodles, chicken flavored, I'll have any day. I mean, there's nothing wrong with chicken flavored cup of noodles. It's not as amazing as it could be, but it's still great. Still great. So Courtney Miller, you are not canceled. Congratulations. Now, some of you might be saying, wait a minute, we just looked at Courtney Miller. Why are you showing us another picture of her? These are the same people. What are you doing? Actually, to your surprise, this is Courtney freaking Miller, and she is different. They had a whole lawsuit about this that I'm not going to get into now because I don't feel like it. But Courtney freaking Miller is very similar, but brings a lot more spice. As I said, Courtney Miller could bring a lot more spice, and I think Courtney freaking Miller really does bring that extra spice into the flavor. Now, as you can see, this is a lot of chaos going on here, and it's because there's a lot of chaotic energy. Courtney freaking Miller is usually screaming, usually yelling, usually threatening people with injury and sometimes death. And so I think that really exudes a lot of amount of spice. They are very like spicy chicken cup of noodles, very spicy because there's a lot of shaboom right when you eat it. So yeah, I don't believe Courtney freaking Miller should be canceled. Many might disagree with me because very, very dangerous person. But I don't believe because of the cup of noodles, and I'm basing this video why they should be canceled based off of their objects. I do not think that spicy cup of noodles shall be canceled, so neither should Courtney freaking Miller. Thank you. Last up, we have Taylor Swift, and this one's pretty simple. Taylor Swift is Olive Garden breadsticks, and there's a reason for that. Olive Garden breadsticks, who doesn't love Olive Garden breadsticks? They're amazing. We don't know how, but Olive Garden breadsticks just keep getting better. And so does Taylor Swift. I think they are very similar. We think they're going downhill, but they just keep coming back up. I mean, how is that even possible? It really complements the other food, whether you're getting pasta or salad. It works with either one. She's just a very good artist and keeps getting better, it seems. And so do breadsticks, Olive Garden breadsticks. And there's no way I could cancel Taylor Swift or Olive Garden breadsticks. Have you had those things? They're amazing. So for that reason, she or breadsticks are canceled. Wait, no, they're not. No canceling. Yes, they are not canceled. There is canceled, and then there's not canceled, and they are in the world of not canceled. Yes. So, as you can tell, I'm very big-brained, and this was a very good criteria for judging different celebrities, and I think that I was very fair. I'm sorry to fans of Adam Sandler. I'm sorry to fans of Timothée Chalamet, but you should be disappointed. I think this is very fair. I think I said what I said, and if you have any problems with anything, you can suck it up. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Ring the little ding 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 bell thing. And yeah, see you next time. See ya.
I'm a squirrel.